Hey! I am back with part 2 of my video series, BOTDF is not inspirational. Tonight I am going to be talking about the song that is the most popular answer every single time somebody says BOTDF is inspirational. It is called You Are the Heart. This song specifically states in the beginning, after it lists a bunch of statistics that a lot of kids listening probably don't even care about or pay attention to, it specifically states in the beginning of the song the intention, which is, this is our message to give hope back to all those who are lost in despair. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna attack that right here now. This entire album, actually, right now. This album was released in 2012. In 2011, they released an album that had a woman that I'm probably going to butcher her last name because I've never heard it said before, Lady Nogritty. She came out with a lot of stuff about Davi and tried to, tell people the truth about his behavior and stuff like that, and she had a lot of complaints. So, there was drama from that in 2011. The year before that, there was drama from Jessie Slaughter. Yes, I know she was faking it. That is not the point. We all know she was faking it. That is not who we are talking about when we say that Davi is a pedophile. But, anyways, 2010, Jessie Slaughter, 2011, that happened. 2012, they come out with the album Evolution and are suddenly trying to be superheroes and save the world and help people. Yeah. A little suspicious. So, their message to give hope back and all of that could very well be just a nice, cute little attempt to try to change their image and hide, what's been going on and make people start to think of them in a different way. I also see this song as a big brainwashing technique. Yeah. Now, Davi has specifically said on Twitter, and we all have proof, and we all see it, we've all seen it, it's probably still on his Twitter, so you can go look for yourself. A few days ago, he said something about that the /Gash Terror Crew is a cult. So, nobody can argue with me when I try to call them that anymore. I actually see a lot of the things in this song as kind of a brainwashing technique that I do see cults do. And religious organizations and political organizations and things like that, which is creating dependence on a person. Abusers also do that, creating dependence on a person, making the person think that you care about them and that they are dependent on you for their survival. The part of the song that sets it up to sound like that is the part where it says, and the title of the song actually comes straight from this part. You are the heart that beats inside of me. If you give up on me. If you give up tonight, you give up on me. That part of the song is actually creating dependence on the band. It's making you feel like you need that band, that you'll be giving up on BOTDF if you kill yourself. That's kind of a fucked up message, isn't it? You shouldn't kill yourself because you'd be giving up on yourself. I mean, suicide doesn't... I know that this is a stupid overused phrase, but it's true. Suicide doesn't end the chances of things getting worse. It ends the chances of things getting better. Because I've been through a lot of shit in life. And I can guarantee you that everything always turns out good in the end, no matter how bad you think life is. So you shouldn't be dependent on a band. And you shouldn't be living for a band. You should be living for yourself. You're going to keep ending up in this deep, dark place if you're living for somebody other than you. Don't give up because you're worth it. Don't give up because it would be giving up on you. And you are amazing, and you are special, and you are wonderful. You're just a little lost right now. And that's cool. I was lost too. You'll get over it. You'll get better. Do it for you, not for a band. Another thing in this song that really bothers me is the fact that it singles out a target audience. It says, "Don't go out like a teenage tragedy." That song automatically alienated me from the very start because I didn't go through my scene band phase until I was 25 years old. My scene band phase lasted pretty much like I was almost 26 years old. Mid 25 to 26, whatever. But my phase lasted for about 2 years, and it automatically excluded me from this one particular song. So, you know, I actually legit was upset one night and tried to listen to it, and I got absolutely nothing out of it because it left me out, because I am not a teenager. So it's excluding the people that are older than 19, is excluding the people who are under 13, and there are 12-year-old fans of BOTDF, and there are 11-year-old fans of BOTDF. For some reason their parents let them listen to it. I don't think it's appropriate, but it happens. It's excluding a large portion of the people who might possibly be listening to this band, so I really don't like that. Beyond that, it's just lyrically shallow. There's 2 bands that I can think of that do shit like that a lot better, and it's old bands, so I don't want to hear any shit talk saying that I'm promoting scene bands. These bands existed before scene existed. Linkin Park and Stained. They are much more artistic and they are much more creative in their lyrics, and because of that, it offers a better cathartic release. For the younger viewers that don't know words like that, catharsis is like emotional relief. It's like when you're really upset and then you scream and hit your pillow or something like that and get all the emotions out. Anything that gets all of your emotions out or helps you express your emotions, that's cathartic release. Linkin Park and Stain do it a lot better than anything that I've ever seen BOTDF do, because their lyrics are deeper and more personal. So yes, maybe you might have just one specific song that talks about what you're going through instead of like an entire album of a bunch of very vague things that you feel like you connect with, but that one specific song is going to really help you learn how to express your emotions and deal with them and stuff so that you can find yourself the strength inside of you to pick yourself up and do better. I do write lyrics, I do write poetry, I do write songs, I have sang in bands. The videos of me singing on my YouTube channel, I was actually sick when I did that. So, it wasn't exactly the best singing that I've ever done, but I'm pointing that out so that people don't say that I'm just jealous of BOTDF or whatever. I know that I can write better than they do, because I was writing shit that was that level of intelligence and creativity in songwriting when I was in, like, 8th grade. What I aspire to as a writer when I write songs and stuff like that, is to be more like OTEP or AFI. Those are 2 bands that are really lyrically complex, and I look up to those specific artists because I think that they have a lot to offer. So I just don't think that the verses in this song, when compared to everything else that I'm used to and everything else that I know, I don't think they hold very much weight. And maybe you think that they're helping you right now, but I dare you to try, like, either one of those 2 bands that I listed, or even OTEP or AFI, if either of those are along the lines of things that you might listen to. I think that if you can, hear a broader variety of music and see more of what's out there, maybe you might start to realize how shallow these lyrics are. But it goes through a lot of very vague emotions that sort of kind of might be what you're going through at the moment, but doesn't really specify who's targeting you. I don't like that. It also has the part about put down the knife, take back your life. That's the final thing that I'm going to talk about in this video, because that specific part kind of bothers me, because I don't really think that it is healthy to specify methods of harm or suicide in a song. Unless you need to understand that you're talking to a target audience that might be susceptible to this growing trend that is happening, where people think that it is cool to self-harm, it is cool to glorify death, it is cool to be suicidal. When you take into consideration that you might be talking to that particular audience, giving them a line like put down the knife, take back your life, makes them think that they need to pick up a knife to fit into the category of who you are trying to help. So in that particular sense, I think that it can do more harm than good, and it might actually put things into kids' heads. I'm gonna be like legit honest. I didn't even know that cutting existed until I saw a Seventh Heaven episode about it when I was a kid. And I understand that it was supposed to be a public service kind of thing where they're trying to help people in need and raise awareness, but seeing that episode was actually the first thing that ever made me aware that people do self-harm, and that was actually what motivated me when I felt that I was in deep emotional pain to try self-harm. So I think that sometimes things like that are counterproductive. I'm not saying that everybody does it, I'm just saying that it happens and that you should be more aware. Also, just the whole put down the knife, take back your life thing is kind of vague and doesn't really pack enough punch, or doesn't really strike a deep enough emotional chord to really and truly inspire somebody with deep, legit emotional problems to actually get help. So yeah, I'm trying to keep my videos a little bit shorter because I know that they get really, really long, but I honestly haven't found a way to cover everything that I want to cover in a really short video. So I'm glad that you guys actually enjoy listening to me talk. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate all the subscriptions that I've been getting on my YouTube channel. That is fucking awesome. I appreciate the comments that you guys are leaving me. Keep it up. Maybe I might do a little side video at some point, like giving shoutouts to people. Who knows? It's really awesome. I appreciate the support, and I appreciate that you guys like what I'm trying to do here. Thank you for putting up with me for yet another video. You guys are great.